Yeah, I got an L, man. My L, I think, and I think y'all done already talked about Diddy, but my L is Diddy. I think my L might be Diddy until this court case is over with. Uh, man, where do I
It,
start with old Sean John, man?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
Go
it's
ahead.
it's a it's a hard one, man. And the thing is, like when I talk about it, I don't, because I've had, and I was talking about this with my daughter, man, and she wasn't trying to say that I was defending Diddy, but I was like, man,
you was defending Diddy.
no,
It's
because the
just
case,
baby oil. That's all. It's just hot
it's just
baby
baby.
oil.
Well, no, it's the case of what they're looking for and what we're getting. Right, we're getting a lot of he beat. You know what I'm saying? He
But how
violence,
does that
violence,
tie?
violence, violence.
Yeah.
It ties in due to the force and coercion,
And
right?
coercion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that, but man, Diddy, he up the creek without a paddle, man. He got to get on that stand. He got to testify, and he gotta let that Atlanta Dream team that he put together. He gotta let them work because right now they ain't really putting no work in. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really putting no work in, but he is. I think he's done. I think this was done before it even started because you can't escape that video. That video
Yeah,
crucified.
but what does that have to do with? I think because I was listening to She Dressed Me. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
to Tina and a lot of other people. Like he has an opportunity to literally get off of this case because the case is turned into him being freaky and not the actual charges of human trafficking and all of that. Oh,
They've
can you
they've
say
pro-
that on
they've
YouTube?
they've proven it legally. Now
Legally, that's the part. Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
layman, have they proven it? Not so much. And but my thing is the jury. I think that jury though has already convicted. That's what I mean. They've already now what they will convict him on. I don't know. He's getting something, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's
If
not
it's
gonna
like
Yeah.
a
walk away.
civil trial,
No, yeah, he's
or
not
they
gonna
were
walk away
still
free.
trying to get him in court or like
Mm,
pressure the prosecution to prosecute him, then yeah, it would look bad because they focused everything on the sex and not the legality.
right.
Yeah.
What's
If
going to happen
anything,
when they're done hearing the arguments is they are going to talk to them jurors and they're going to tell them bare bones. If
mhm,
it's this, then you have
right.
to convict. If it's this, you can't convict. And
Hmm.
that
Yep.
eliminates all of that opinion.
Opinion and
Oh,
stuff.
it's okay.
Right.
He's
Mhm.
just a freak. Why we convict him for being a freak? All of that shit goes out of
Hmm.
the window. Because I've heard
That
a
right.
lot of
That's if the instructions is written like that. If the instructions aren't written, and that's
they
what a
only
lot
got
of
to explain what the laws mean and what you need to convict. That's all
what
they
it
gonna say.
true. But like I said, those whatever those jury instructions is, like you said, hey, you if this is yes, move. You know how they do. Then
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
no. Then you know what I'm saying. That's how they do those. Whatever those instructions are, if it's enough to where the layman juror can understand to convict, there will be a conviction. If it's weird and they got to deliberate for 4 or 5, the longer the deliberation, the better it is
The better is for him. Yeah, for
for him.
sure.
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that honestly, I feel like they already proved the sex trafficking stuff because again, people don't realize how low of a standard there is for sex
It
trafficking.
is. It is.
Sidebar, that's the greatest advertisement for having some sexual discipline in your life.
I'm
Is
gonna
the
tell you
fact
this. This,
that threshold is so low.
yeah, the way how they name it, I'm like, oh boy, y'all.
Only thing you
Because I
need to
know I
do
know
is
a couple
move
people will
a
get down.
body for the purpose of sex across state lines is trafficking. So
I
any
know it's
woman
it's not.
you
It's got to be
found
for
out
it's got to be with payment involved.
with payment, right.
With
But
payment,
okay,
it can't just
so
be.
if you court a shorty, right, you
Mhm.
about to bring her out, you about to fly her out, and you sent her some money to travel with. That's sex trafficking.
It is.
Boy,
That's
that's
the bad thing. That's the bad,
crazy.
and
Sex
that's what
trafficking.
a lot
That's
of people are saying. They
crazy.
were like, "Oh, you just you don't see what." I'm like, "No, I don't think y'all understand. This is regular things that men and women do."
Men and do
Like,
now to
Yeah.
be clear, now Diddy went far and beyond that.
right,
That's
he
not
went
what
far,
we talking
right,
about.
right, and that's
He
not.
went
Yeah,
far
that's. I'm
beyond
not
that.
talking about all the crazy. I'm just talking about, like you said,
By the letter of the
hey,
law,
right,
that's
the
what
letter of the
sex
law.
trafficking
If
is.
I
I think
send
they
her
already
money
proved
to
that.
get a plane ticket to come see me, plane, train, automobile,
Mhm.
I'm cooked.
You're cooked. You're
That's
cooked.
crazy.
You're
Because
cooked.
just think of and again, this is the problem with that is because if you convict him on that, you're going to convict a lot of people in you know what I'm saying going forward. They're going to use that
Hmm.
as to convict you on, even though if it's consensual or not. You flew this young lady out, you paid all of it, you paid her hotel, you were paying for you know what. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's the only pushback because it has to be. You have to look at.
That's what I'm saying. These laws, man.
Yeah, you got to
Watching
start looking at that.
these trials, it opens up a lot of stuff. Now we probably won't, you know, even if Marcus, I mean, he married Dre, you not. So if Dre said, "Hey, I'm calling, you know, hey shorty, I'm finna send you cash app you, yada yada yada, hop on that train, come get this." You know what I'm saying? Well, I got it rocking over here. I don't think the feds is coming down on Dre for that. You know what I'm saying? These are just precursor things on top of what we really want to get you for. So I know I can get you the like you said, the bar is low for this and that, but I really want to get you on this racketeering. I really want to get you on that. So all of this leads up to the racketeering. You see what I'm saying? Like this is a railroad job. This is what this is. They railroading. Now it's by the letter of the law, but it's a railroad job. They stacking.
I don't. Okay, let's set all the sex trafficking shit aside. You put a bomb in Cuddy car because he was talking.
That ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. Cuddy,
I'm not messing with that. You put a Molotov cocktail in his car. First of all, Ohio protects Kid Cudi. We got real over Kid Cudi. We not playing that. I really want Al B to get on the stand so we can get some more information about his situation.
Oh yeah, because I forgot Al B. Shore. I forgot about that.
Forgot about him. That he was on Kim Porter. He was on My Back. That's why I'm sick. He finally came out and said it on a news station about a couple of weeks ago that he believes that he poisoned him with cyanide, and that's why he had organ failure out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I want to see who else is still getting on the stand.
Like I said, I don't have no horse in this race. I think Diddy's cooked. You know what I'm saying? I think he's done. So don't look at what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not out here caping for. I'm looking at
We're talking about how
letter of the law.
Yeah,
how things is going down. This is not me saying, oh man, they doing Diddy wrong. That is not what I'm saying. Please don't. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is
gifts. Lock the door in the club. The dog was shook.
Hey. But get a better dog, man. Because
no, ain't no that dog.
Hey,
get a better dog, man.
Diddy give that dog.
You know good well that's not a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a Doberman or a German Shepherd.
Get a better dog, man.
Hey, get a better dog. Diddy was breaking down grown men named the Punisher. Y'all think he was scared of a dog? Y'all think he was scared of a dog?
Ever since Diddy dressed up as the Joker, I already knew he was.
You already knew he was diabolical.
I already knew.
Yeah. Diddy might.
Hey, but you got more faith than me, man. You got more faith than me.
Diddy could still beat. I mean, I think he can beat some of it. He going to jail. He's going to do some time. It might be some because of, like I said, I don't think that if we're talking regular people with these jurors, and a lot of these jurors is chronically online, and that's the reason why they even wanted to be part of the jury selection in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So I don't necessarily think they're the top of the iceberg when it comes to tip of the iceberg when it comes to legal smarts or how to, you know what I'm saying? And no disrespect to y'all jurors, but that's just what I believe. This is me. You can at me at Blues House. So I don't necessarily think that they gonna convict the big things, or maybe they will, but I do think they're gonna convict because I think that video alone would allow the regular person who gets in there to just say, you know what, he guilty of something. We see he guilty of this. He probably guilty of the rest of the shit too.
Not even that. The video shows you her fleeing and him whooping the shit out of her. Now that's in a public place.
Mm-hmm.
Just let the imagination run for a little bit. A man that would do that to a woman in public. Think about what he would do when they're not in public. Mm-hmm. So now you got to convince them after seeing that video that at any time Cassie could have left, that she was as equal power to that operation as the person who was dragging her, kicking her in that hotel room.
I mean,
after seeing that video, it's hard.
This is the reason why I'm just staying where I'm at, because I do think Cassie could have left, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I do, and she left multiple times.
But at the same time, how many ass whoopings like that do you have to catch before you a victim? You know what I mean? How many of those?
I mean, it only take one. It only take one to become a victim. I'm not saying Cassie's not a victim. Mm-hmm. I think she was also part of it. I just think two things can be true. I think
she did admit that some of the things that she did like, some of the things she didn't like. So
No,
But just
I think
because
she
the
was
store
part
was
of,
rented doesn't mean
because
it's
we're
not a
talking,
public place. The place is
we're talking
still
about an
public.
organization. I think, and damn, I don't want to have this talk because it make it seem like I'm trying to put the
No,
onus
say what you got to say, bro.
on Cassie, and I'm not trying to do that. But I do believe that she was number 2 in whatever the sexual organization thing was. I think she was number 2.
You
And I
don't think
think
this was Stockholm syndrome?
no, I hate everybody
You
talk about
can't,
Stockholm
but
syndrome.
you can.
No.
I don't think we can have both. You can't say that she had free will and that she was an equal partner, but you beating the shit out of her, taking all of her communications to make her stay. You
Yes, you
making
can.
all your team surround her and screen her communications
But
so she
the
can't
reason
talk to nobody. Why
the
is
reason I
that
say this,
there
Marcus,
if she's free to go?
the reason I say this because she left multiple times, free to go. She left multiple times.
Okay, and
But
then at that point,
it's the diddler. It's the diddler. He's gonna catch her. He's gonna find her.
yeah, he pulling up
she
to
left
different
multiple
houses.
times.
You know her family.
I know, but she did leave. She did leave. She stopped people from calling the police. She stopped her mama from calling the police. She stopped her friends. Like she was doing
That's
things
what women
to
who
deter.
getting beat do, though.
Yeah, look. I'm not saying that they don't. All I'm saying is the opportunity is still there.
The diddler gave her every STD.
That's all I'm saying. The opportunity is still there.
Diddy gave her every STD in the known book besides AIDS and HIV. You know what I mean?
Diddy.
Like
whoever.
I mean, but Diddy was orchestrating this stuff. So what I'm saying is that she was. I could see why you be like, if I leave, there could be more that can happen. Especially if you see my Instagram post about the young lady that I just found out about, and it happened 3 years ago. She tried to leave, and dude gave her 2 to her noggin. Her baby daddy.
Look.
You know what I mean? I'm
not saying that there was, like I said, the force and coercion. All of that stuff can still exist, but when you do, because everybody brings up Tina Turner. Tina Turner beat the shit out of Ike and then left, right? She caught fed up. I don't know how many years Ike was knocking upside her head and raping and doing all types of things. I can't recall, right? And I'm not saying that she didn't finally come to a head, but when she finally came to a head, she left without incident. So as I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, how come you could leave without incident on this part? Well, no beating upside the head, no nothing. You just got with the trainer and left. But then all the other times it was force. It was the you know what I'm saying, coming to find you and all these other things.
What was different about the time that she actually
left? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And she's actually left a couple of times and then she's come back, right? And I'm not saying that that's not a victim, you know what I'm saying, as a victim that doesn't happen. I don't want to turn this into bashing Cassie because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to look at the case objectively when what's going on. With all the facts that's been presented to us, these are the things Cassie got up on that stand. Don got up on that stand. A lot of the things that came out of Cassie's mouth, Don's mouth, wasn't necessarily bad against Diddy. A lot of that was Cassie was like, no, I love Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Diddy was my guy. Did this, that, and the third. Like even the friend, what was her name? Carrie,
the chick, her friend
the friend who did it upside the head with the She was saying, no, I wanted them to get together. I would say, girl, why are you trying to leave Diddy? I want you, and you see what I'm saying? Like, so it's like this whole whirlwind of bad shit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's so much left in this trial that we don't know yet. Defense ain't called up their witnesses yet. They might call up some slappers. Who knows? It might be some bombs away with what the defense called it that show a whole different light to this situation. We don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I think it's up in the air. I think, yes, they've proven it, but to the layman, have they proven it? I don't know, because a lot of people are saying, I don't know. And I look at what the world is saying, and I kind of put that on the jury because the jury is supposed to represent, the peers in the world. So if the world is saying, I don't know, I don't necessarily know if the jury is going to be the same way.
We'll have to keep an eye on it. Obviously, it's
right.
The news is going to keep coming out. I don't think we've heard the end of any of the nasty news coming out of this trial. So just like the last several weeks, we will keep up with it. If y'all need an actual legal expert that's following these things, Pam Entertainment TV has
been killing.
the last 2 weekends with a great panel. So y'all head over there, check her out, catch up on all of the particular legal details, those legal gaps that we're not filling in. So.
Right.